Hi, everyone. Mitch from PickDogs.com with Jay, Costi, and Chris. It is Friday, May the 10th, 2024. Live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I'm telling you, man, last night it was just beautiful. If you're a PickDogs follower, the Celtics going down in a heap, man. It was select a seat day with 5 minutes left to go in that one. And 16 points in the fourth quarter for the best team in the NBA, for the self-appointed NBA champions who have won jack shit under this regime. And man, you took White out of the equation and they had no answers whatsoever. I mean, we've said it all series long. We said it, in the playoff long, that Tatum and Brown could not carry this team by themselves, that they needed White to do it. He went 1 from 8 from the perimeter. It was 0 for 8 for the bulk of the game. The one that he hit was garbage time. And oh my God, did it get ugly. I mean, the Celtics fans were mad. They were leaving, stomping, because they know they're done again. And they know they've fallen for the sham and fraud that is Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Just an absolute joke. I don't think Brown hit one shot from outside at all, man, the entire game. I think he only hit layups, anything that was more than like 5 or 6 feet. And Donovan Mitchell, not really a gigantic game by any stretch of the imagination. Just 29 points in that thing, which is, for a superstar player, that's about average. Tatum had 25 in that one. And, it's like, that's just a day at the office, 29 points. If you're a guy like that, that's the expectation, right? 29, that's reasonable expectation. But really, Celtics, man, that minus 27, minus 25, minus 24 is just an absolute just trashing of them. And I think even more so than I thought against the Heat, I think the Celtics are in trouble. I think that they will lose at least one of these games in Cleveland. They will lose at least one in Cleveland. Jay, any thoughts on it wasn't, I mean, boy, 54-54 at the half. And then any explanations there? I know you've been on the Celtics hype train all season.
I mean, this is my honest opinion. They had a bad game. Short, sweet, simple. Shout out to the Cleveland Cavs for winning it. But in reality, who here likes the Cavs for the series? Nobody. So, it's probably still going to be Celtics in 5. I'm just upset because I did have Celtics for the sweep plus 190. That's the only thing I'm upset about. And I did have them as my best bet yesterday. So, yeah, that's disgusting, But it's the same Celtics you kind of hinted at. We know that they have an egg layer in every series most of the time. You know what I mean? We saw them lay an egg to Miami. We saw them lay an egg to Cleveland yesterday. In the grand scheme of things,
I think the game against Miami just blitzed them with threes. That wasn't an egg that the Celtics laid. Last night, they got their ass kicked.
They just laid an egg.
No, they got woodshedded, man. They got their ass kicked. It was a tie game at halftime. The game against the Heat came out, blitzed them with threes, led from start to finish. Last night, it was 54-54 at halftime, man, and they got the shit kicked out of them. It was not the same game. It wasn't even close to the same game. What it was another pathetic showing that when the team is running like that, right? When the team is running like that, the great players, the great ones, the Michael Jordans, the Kobes, the LeBrons, Kyrie, Luka, Joker, the greats, Larry Bird, the greats, the all-time greats, they take the team on their back and they will them to win and they make everybody better. But this guy is just so soft, so pathetic. And the other night against the Heat, when they're up by 30 in the fourth quarter with 30 seconds left to go, Tatum and Brown are in. Last night, 5 minutes left to go in the game. Those guys were sitting on the bench. Just pathetic, man. I'm not going to hear one excuse is not valid here. I don't care, man. Trash.
There's no.
Give me that ticket. Give me that futures ticket so I can burn it right here on the show.
Mitch, I understand you know, when they lose a game, you're going to come in here and beat your chest. I understand. I get it. But when you're sitting there watching this team in the NBA Finals, that's when we're gonna make.
And we're gonna be really cashing big because we'll be fading their ass.
That's what I'm saying. So until then, and congratulations on your win last night. They laid an egg. Jason Tatum was a fraud last night. Jaylen Brown was a fraud. Everything you saying has some validity to it. Congratulations. We'll see if they host the banner when it's all said and done. 1-1. But Tatum is soft. There, I said it. Any thoughts from you on that game last night, Ruffalo?
Yeah, I was a little bit, I don't want to say surprised, but it was just like, I saw they were tied at the half. I was like, okay, maybe, it's just a slow start. And then all of a sudden Cleveland blitzed them in the third. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's the second straight game too, where we saw the Celtics kind of fall flat, but it just means it's the best of 5. But like we're saying, it's still, we saw this from Boston in the last series. So we'll have to see if Cleveland can.
In reality, we've seen this from Boston every year. Like
every year.
When you go back, who have they swept? Nobody. I don't think they swept anybody the last couple of seasons. So I get Mitch's point though, because we have acted like they're just clear cut, going to the finals. So I get why he feels the way he feels. I get
they are going to be clear cut to get to the finals. They will.
I know. I feel the same way.
But that's it. I don't see that. I mean, the Knicks are playing. I think they asked Mitch. I saw an email this morning that the Knicks were asking Mitch to play point guard for them tonight because they're out there. They're struggling, and they have to do a quick turnaround beyond this game and play on Sunday. They're losing players left and right. They're not going to get it done. They have an easy ride to the finals. There's nobody out there that's going to beat them in 7, but once they play a real team from the West, they don't have a shot. They don't have a shot.
Depends on who it is coming out that way.
So you're talking Minnesota or Celtics?
Celtics.
What?
I'm not on this Minnesota hype train.
Right. Mavs or Celtics?
Mavs.
OKC or Celtics?
Mavs.
No, you said Mavs. Okay. OKC or Celtics?
Mavs. We didn't even worry about
it. All right. How about this? Denver or the Celtics?
Denver.
Come on.
Celtics.
You're just saying that because you have a futures ticket. That's why you didn't say that. I mean, that's
futures ticket is because I believed that was going to happen.
Because you're a sucker. You fall for the hype train every freaking time, man. Same thing, same reason why you bet Colorado against Oregon. I mean, and thought they were going to beat them outright. I mean, that was silly. I mean, they didn't even make and then it's like, oh, they're going to the Chick-fil-A Bowl. They ain't going to Chick-fil-A Bowl, man. That's like a second tier to like the top level bowls, man. That's like a New Year's Eve bowl. They went to no bowl, man. They went to no bowl. No, nowhere.
Going to the
we
finals,
coming.
though.
You going, man.
The Celtics are going to the finals, though. They are. That's happening. That's happening.
They're a joke. And if they don't go to the finals, they're a joke, right? You're going to say this team is a
if they
joke.
Don't go to the finals, I will.
You're going to blame the coach. You're going to blame the coach and not
no.
Tatum.
If they don't,
Jovan's already going there. Jovan's already there.
If they don't go to the finals, then I will I'll do something crazy on the show.
You'll have to call yourself a sucker for putting in that futures.
Yeah, I will.
You got sucked in, man.
That's fair. If they don't go to the finals, that's fair. I will do that.
A horrible bet, man. Make more money betting the money line every game against the Celtics, man, last series than you do on a futures bet for them to win the championship at the beginning of the season.
You're right.
They lost the series 4-1. You still made more money betting the money line every game against the Celtics than you did betting a thing that you had to tie your money up for 6 months. It's called, you know what you call that, Costi?
What's that?
Dead money.
It's mainly just so I could tell everybody all season. I got a futures ticket on the Celtics.
You should go on one of those sites where they where you could sell your tickets.
Right. Or you could sell them now.
Man, I hate the Celtics. Chris, awfully quiet here. What did you think of the performance of the Celtics last night? Because it was a team effort. I mean, I'd love to point fingers at Tatum, and I think that it is his job in those games to put up 45. right? I mean, that is his job. That's why he is the leader of the Celtics. Jay called him the best player on the best team, right? That was the argument yesterday during the Michael Jordan wasn't that good argument.
I think Tatum is the best American out there. I think
Costi, did you happen to catch the Michael Jordan isn't that good 45-minute download?
I still think Tatum is the best American player right now. I do.
Better than Anthony Edwards.
Yes.
Yeah, we had this discussion. Don't even.
What is he talking? What?
Yeah, it's like.
What are you watching?
In what world?
What are you watching,
bro? I'm watching this. I'm watching who.
Because he could. All right, so he's a better. Let's go there. He's a better shooter.
He's a better overall player, bro. Can Anthony?
He's
Edwards,
not a good leader.
Anthony
he's a
Edwards
terrible player, man.
Finals first before
he's
we
terrible.
Him. Like I see dudes yesterday trying to tell me Jalen Brunson the best point guard in the league. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
Nobody said that. You said that. He's him.
No,
you're like going on. It's like I said he's a ball hog.
No, man. I'm just saying that's the narratives that are going on right now.
I got a franchise player. He's sitting right here on this set. It's called Chris Ruffalo.
Like, chill, bro. We're not even to the conference championships yet. Can we chill?
How old is Anthony Edwards?
That's all I'm saying.
How old is Anthony Edwards?
20,
younger than Tatum, man.
3, and I think Tatum's
22. How old is Jason Tatum?
25.
26.
Right. Anthony Edwards is already better than
miles better. He's a man among boys.
Leader.
I'm taking Tatum every day of the week.
I know, and that's why you've kind of fallen off.
How many conference championships? Whoa! What did you just say? Are you on the board, my man? Are you on the board? You can't talk to me like that.
For the yearly leaders, yes, I am. I'm ahead of you. Actually,
are you on the board?
Actually, I'm ahead of you.
In the NBA.
If you go over the last 30 days, if you want to do it over the last 30 days, yes, I have a better NBA record than you do.
What are you talking about for the season? It's not.
No. I said the last month. I didn't say the season, Jay. I said the last month. I said the last month, and I have a much better record than you over the last month in the NBA. It's not even close.
Wholeheartedly, I'll look all three out in your eyes and tell y'all's basketball knowledge is not messing with mine.
Well, Jay,
I'll stand on that.
Off the rails last month.
And we don't even have to go here. But
we don't have to because I have the numbers.
I will take Tatum.
I have the numbers over the last 3 days. You don't want me to read them. Trust me.
Every day of the week.
It's not even close. Okay.
Every day of the week.
Not even close.
Y'all are tripping.
Not even
Recency
close.
bias is at an all-time high, man. It's at an all-time high. Y'all need to chill.
I'm just gonna say this, Jay. You're not gonna like it. Your record is good, but it's very soft. Soft record.
What does that mean?
He likes soft players. Soft record.
I don't know about that.
Like
I'm just saying over the last month. I'm just saying over the last month, Jay's picks have not been as strong as they were. That's all I said. All I said is over the last month, your picks have not been as strong as they were during the regular season.
Yeah, but it's the marathon, not a sprint. Over the long haul, there's nobody on the planet who's remotely close. Simple. And I'll stand on that.
There's one person that's close.
But over the last 30 days in the NBA, I'm the second best on the site. It's not even close.
Cherry picking the board. I'm picking every single game, every single night.
Exactly.
I'm picking every single game, every single night too. That's also a part.
In the videos, no, I do them all too. Me and Chris do them as well.
Area. Let's talk premium area. How many games do you have in the premium area last 30 days compared to me?
35, and you have 44. So I have 9 less than you.
All right, you know what I mean? And it's probably about that gap. You're probably like a 3-game gap. Like it ain't.
Nope. It's actually it is actually 1,700 units.
And
it's not even close, man.
The difference is only that Heat win, that plus 800 difference. That's really the only difference.
Well, you know what? You got to have the balls to make the bet instead of taking the freaking Jason Tatum, man. That's what it's all about.
Let's make a big bet right here, right now. Let's make one.
I'm not doing it.
No, because you're talking
No,
real money.
because I always win when we make bets together, and I don't want it to go through this.
When you came in here talking all mighty.
Because I always win when we make bets, Jay. The only way I'll bet you is $1. Because
you do, but that's
I think I'm about 22-3 in our bets that we've made on this show.
Let me win the big one. You know what I mean?
No.
I know.
Nope. I've already been down that road, and people like, I'm not taking that kind of heat, Jay. Not taking it, man. I did it during the Colorado, the $5,000, Oregon, right? We did this, whatever. We've done a collection of hats.
Hat bets, I owe you like 4 hats at this point.
I could open up a lids, man, right here.
I owe you 4 hats.
I'm going to open up a lids.
But all I'm saying is chill.
All I'm saying is over the course of the season, you did well. But over the last month, your picks haven't been as strong because you can't let go of the hype train, man. And that is Jason Tatum.
Wrong.
All your losses, if you take out your Celtics losses,
you have to be accurate with your saying. I've only bet the Celtics twice in the playoffs. I've only bet them twice, yesterday and the day before. And I'm 1-1.
Take out the Heat win. I still have a positive.
I was on the Heat game. I was on the Heat. I bet the Heat 4 games in that series. Out of 4 out of 5, I bet the Heat. What are you talking about? So that's not the reason. That's not the reason. The reason is, I'll tell you the reason. The reason is I've been caught on some money lines instead of taking the points. That's the only reason.
Mitch, take the hat that Jay's wearing.
Yeah, that's literally
take the hat that he's wearing.
I don't want any hat.
This is what I will say. This is what
I don't care.
This is what I will say, and I'll let it go.
What I wanted Jay to say is the truth, man. Tatum sucks, dude. He sucks balls. He's terrible, man. He's never won anything.
Thank you for this motivation, for this run I'm about to go on.
I hope you go on. I hope you never lose again, man. Trust me. I'm your biggest fan. I'm the one that gave you the chance, man. I'm the one, right? I've been your biggest backer since day one.
I know.
That is the truth. It's undisputed. I put my money and my business where my mouth is.
I know.
But what I will tell you this is that Jason Tatum is not better than Edwards. He sucks.
He's better than him on every planet. On every planet.
No, in no planet.
On every planet.
Costi is shut down here.
On every planet. We might get our answer in the championship series. I don't think we will, but we might.
All right. Well, let's change.
It's going to be so hilarious to see these T-Wolves flame out. It's going to be so fucking hilarious. Remember who the T-Wolves are before all of y'all jump on this hype train. That's the hype train. And remember, we've called them the same name for the last 3 seasons, and I'm not giving it up. The goddamn house of disappointment. And for y'all right now, we'll go there right now. Take the Denver Chicken Nuggets straight up money line tonight. That's the play, bro. It's the play.
Okay. So
that makes Tatum better than Edwards.
Tatum.
Bro,
not soft.
What makes Edwards better than Tatum? That's the real argument.
Well, let's say 2 playoff wins versus the Nuggets, and Tatum's got a loss at home to the Cavs that was select a seat day with 6 minutes left to play. I don't know.
So 2 playoff games make somebody better than somebody.
Well, Tatum in all of the big playoff games.
Full body of work.
Let's go.
Full body of work. Anthony Edwards. Let's look at
Thank you for inviting me to go over the body of work.
Didn't they get swept?
There was game 6 in San Francisco. This game.
We go to a conference finals as the best player on the team before we try to say he's better than the player who has took his team to the finals at 24. Can we do that, bro?
This game? You mean when he took him to the finals for this game? For this game?
Like, what are we talking about?
This game. That's what we're talking about.
Guys, I'm going to give you the easy scenario.
This
is why
game.
Denver won't win the series.
This game.
John Morant, the face of the NBA, plummets. Anthony Edwards, now the face of the NBA. They will him to the finals.
Costi, you remember what happened 2 years ago in the summer?
He is the face. Look at all the social media. I'm just saying, look.
He's not even
look at all the social media. It's all Anthony Edwards, comparing him to Jordan, comparing him.
I'm not trying to be an Anthony Edwards hater, but he's not even top 5.
But Tatum is?
He's 5, probably.
No, my God. What world, man? What planet are you living on?
Joker.
Embiid.
Luka.
LeBron. Curry.
Giannis.
Embiid.
Giannis.
Tatum.
No.
Better than LeBron.
Right now, yes.
Better than Curry.
Yes, right now.
What world, man?
In the same world that Curry, it was a playing team. He didn't make the playoffs as the best player on his team. In the same world that Tatum has now led his team. Bro,
but Curry has already been there and done that, man. He's got
it. Not right now. What are y'all smoking?
Well, what kind of season did Curry have? It wasn't his fault that Klay Thompson sucked. It wasn't his fault, man. He played his balls off.
All right,
Curry
man,
had a
let's move on.
great
Yeah,
season
yeah.
this year.
Y'all give me a headache, bro.
And remember, just 2 years ago in the NBA Finals when he did face Tatum. Oh,
The thing is like I'm in a lose-lose situation. Even if Tatum and the Celtics go on to win the championship, all of you guys will sit here and gonna say, "Well, look at the team he had. Oh my God, I can't believe he didn't win."
whoa!
So like I'm in a lose-lose situation right here.
Yes,
welcome to
Yes.
welcome to my life.
It's not
that
not
you're
looking
right
good.
about.
Jay, it's not good for you today. It's not good for you.
I'm in a lose.
You don't have any backers today.
Let's
Anthony Edwards is gonna lose in the conference finals, and everybody's gonna act like he's Michael Jordan.
Ew.
It just is what it is, man. It just is what it is. Like I want Anthony Edwards is on the same run Tatum was on just 2 years ago. Like I'm not. I
He's
don't
got
have
a way better team.
Y'all remember when Tatum came down, dunked on LeBron when he had Kyrie? Like y'all remember that run? Do y'all not? That run was just like
You know what Anthony Edwards has that the
Hey,
Celtics
what?
did not is defense and big men.
all right, man.
They're the best defensive team right now in the playoffs.
I ain't even y'all done got me out of character already this morning, but I ain't even got to the real
out
bread
of
and
character. This is 2 days in a row
I ain't
that
even
you've gone on a
got-
20-plus minute rant.
I ain't even gotten to the bread and butter. Y'all ain't even let me get there.
I'm going there. I'm going there.
How
I'm
about
going
my
there.
Mavs,
If we're
man?
looking, if
I'm
we're looking
going
at
there.
the
So yesterday on the show, I said there's no way they keep Luka down, right? I said it on yesterday's show. I didn't believe that the Mavs would pull the upset, but they did. Jay said it. He said the Mavs, money line, all that kind of good stuff, right? And there it was. But the Celtics busted up my parlay, man, and that's really the problem.
They're gonna be just fine. They're gonna be just fine.
Tatum busted up my parlay.
Tatum, you owe me a jersey for all this backing on you. I be doing, bro. You owe me. You owe me, Tatum. You owe me.
look at his game logs. It looks like a concert tour date list.
He was terrible last night. I'm not trying to say that he was good. You know what I mean? But he's still better than Edwards, and I'll die on that hill.
In the last 2 months, almost going back to March 17th, he's had 3 nights where he shot better than 50% or 50% or better. We're going like just from the Cleveland series: 7-17, 7-19, 4 of 9, 5 of 14, 6 of 16, 7 of 18, 5 of 13.
I'm gonna ask Twitter. I'm gonna put a poll on Twitter. I'm gonna see what they say.
I'm just looking at. I know you guys said body of work, so I'm just trying to see it right now. Edwards just been a lot more efficient in the last over that same time frame, especially in the playoffs.
The recency bias, man. Like, chill. Just chill, please. All right, I put a poll on my Twitter, man. So y'all go click that. I want to see. I need a general consensus from a lot of people.
So you realize people that people just because you put up the poll, people are just going to vote on the other side just to go.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's just something just to
I
have.
can do one on YouTube. Hold on, I think I can do one right on YouTube. Shout out my Mavs though, man. Send 1-1 coming back to the city, man. Mavs in 6, same way like I drew it up. Yeah, man, we're the better team. Best player in the series, best second option in the series. I think the head coaching matchup is even. And I think the Thunder are just inexperienced. They haven't been here before. So, I mean, it's their learning curve. They kind of remind me of like the Thunder. They're going to be here for a while, but this is their first time getting punched in the mouth. They kind of remind me of my Mavs 2 seasons ago when Luka was on his first playoff run. We went to the Western Conference Finals and the Warriors punched us in the mouth. I kind of think that's what we're going to do to the Thunder. And I cannot wait till next round. I'm praying to God it's Minnesota, boy, because y'all not going to hear the end of me. Y'all not going to hear the end of me. All this Anthony Edwards talk, y'all going to see who really the face of the league. Did y'all not see that man playing last night on one leg, one knee? Hobbling down the court. Come here, step back. That's the real face of the league right there. 7-7. So I'll let Anthony Edwards talk. I'll let Anthony Edwards love. All right. We're going to see. We're going to see who get the last laugh. I told y'all since the middle of the season what my NBA Finals was. I mean, it's looking really good. Celtics, Mavs. See if it comes to fruition. And last words, I appreciate you, Mitch. Everything you said was 100% true. You know, we just be sparring, but
Of course, I think that's what people don't understand. It's like, it's like this is how we do it, man. It's like that's what makes it fun for us. It's like there's nothing personal here. Look at Jay's record for the NBA this season, man. He's absolutely slaughtered it.
Turn back up.
But he's at a, you can't maintain.
You can't argue the numbers. You can't argue the numbers.
You can't argue the numbers.
You can't argue them.
The last month I hit that Heat big pick, and I've been super cherry picking these games, man. Because like last night, I liked the Cavs. I gave it out as in the video, and I liked the Thunder. But I would have lost. I would have split. But it's like I didn't love them. I'm a little more selective with my premium picks. Some of the guys out there, I'll have days where I put a lot of picks out, man. But I in those cases, all those games fit my formula. But it's like if they don't fit, man, I don't force it. And a lot of these NBA playoff games, these are tough, man. These are good team against good team. There's not a lot of edges, except for, of course, when Jason Tatum steps on the floor, then automatically edge goes to the other team. That's pretty much the way it goes. We should send Jason Tatum some heart, some guts. Just call the butcher shop.
Tatum, bro. You better, bro. Tatum.
If he wins his ring, I'll do the video, man, like I did with Tom Brady when he won his Super Bowls. I said, you know what? I thought you were done. You weren't. Whatever. You got me. And I did a whole video about it, and I would do the same for Tatum. But I feel I'm safe. I'm feeling good about it.
Fair enough. We got some guys returning today in baseball that I'm excited to talk about.
I'm excited about today and tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, Skeens is pitching for the Pirates.
Skeens pitching. Taj Bradley's back today. Who?
Woo.
Brian Woo back on the mound today. My God.
He's never been here for that bit.
Who?
Woo?
I thought I saw Bryce Miller. Maybe I'm wrong. But.
No, tomorrow's Bryce Miller. Today's
tomorrow's Bryce Miller. Okay.
Today's Woo.
I see Woo on the mound.
Who?
Woo.
Who?
Brian Woo, baby.
Who? I can't help it, man. It's an automatic. I love that bit.
Me too. I love him on the mound. Let's see if he comes out firing today. But NBA playoffs, they're turned right now. It's a lot of fun. 2 good games tonight on a Friday. We'll break them down.
So what was the bet you wanted to make with me, Jay?
I don't know. I just was mad.
No, I'll bet you $25 hard way in Vegas when we're there on the hard 10.
I didn't like how
I think that's a good. I think that's a better bet than $5,000.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
Or a hat.
I ain't like how you hit me with the numbers. I was like, damn.
The thing is, the thing is that this is the first NBA season that I'm not positive. It's the first one. I had a few days. I admit it. I had a few days where I just got crushed. I got aggressive on a couple of days, and every time I did that in the NBA this year, I got crushed. But since then, outside of that, I've been pretty good. And it's like when you look at the year itself, I'm actually not that horrible. It's just I have a winning record. I just got juiced. So that's basically where I'm at. I am. Let me see exactly where I am for them. I am
on Twitter sharing your sentiment, man. It's sad. It's sad.
So I'm in the NBA this season. I am 170, 167, and 5. What is it? Oh, he sucks. Tatum sucks.
No,
so,
it says Edwards 83. Who's better? 83%.
So this year for the NBA, I am 170, 167, and 5. And I would say of those 5 pushes, several of those I got the shit line on. And some of these losses I got the shit line on too. And so, but I'm down regardless, over 50% for the year, but down 733 units. So if you can, and that includes the juice, of course, and that's why I'm down so much, is I got juiced. But the thing is that if I'm on another website, you know, where they track handicappers' records, I have a winning record, right? It's like, it's just,
For
it's
sure.
where, you know, I'm not wearing it on a t-shirt or anything, you know. I'm not wearing that record. Yeah, 170 and 167 and 5. But I know people that would call that a winning record, man. Costi, would you call it a winning record?
I mean,
you know, it's like in Hawaii, they have the ocean view, and then there's the realtor's ocean view, where it's kind of like if you hold your head sideways, just like the right angle, you get a sliver of an ocean. You know, it's like it's their ocean view, and then there's the realtor's ocean view.
They just dropped the cover for College Football 25. The game.
Shedeur Sanders.
It's sweet.
Shedeur Sanders.
Ooh,
is it?
This is the deluxe edition, so we don't know who the standalone athlete is, but here's the Edwards, Hunter, Ewers. Ooh, I know I gotta get that poster with Hunter and Ewers on there. Ooh.
Well, did you see who they said got the best of the transfer portal this year? Who was ranked number 1?
Who?
Miami.
Did you see who didn't do anything in the portal?
No.
Clemson.
Yeah, they never do, though. They only lose players. But Miami was rated the number 1 because we got Martinez from Oregon State, the running back, best running back available, and we got the best quarterback available. I think we're going to be better than people think. Play Florida right out of the gate. Chris, how you doing today? A little quiet over there.
I'm just enjoying the banter.
How about the Canucks, man? Coming through, right? We called that one on the show. I gave out Canucks and I had Canucks and Rangers. Both the Mitchie Pucks picks hit.
That was not yesterday.
Oh,
the Canucks wasn't yesterday. The ads. It was the Stars and the Rangers.
Stars.
The Canucks still won, and they're going to win again today.
Them boys tried to give it up again, Chris. Oh my God, they be giving me a heart attack, bro. Them boys was up 4-0 and damn near gave it up the back.
Almost gave it up again.
People say this all the time. They think like it's me against you or me against Ron or like me against Chris or me against whatever. I got news for all you guys, man. I scoured to get these guys here, man. And I'm the biggest fan, man.
If only y'all knew.
If only you guys knew, man. The shit, it's like you ever see oh God, Shawshank? You ever see the scene where he escapes from prison and he crawls through the tunnel of shit to see the light on the other side? That's me.
He got there though. In the ring.
I don't know. It feels like I get there, and you guys put me back at the other side of it again, banging on it with a rock with the thunderstorm.
waiting for the thunderstorm.
Andy's climbed through 3 football fields.
That's such a good movie, though.
It's awesome.
It's just the mildest shit.
We just need fake rain in your studio.
Oh my God, man.
Y'all should hear me and my friends too. That's what.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. We don't rehearse this. You know? It's like this isn't like we rehearsed it. We start talking before the show starts. I'm like, hold on a second, and hit the thing. But anyways, hats off to Luka, man. See, because that's the difference, right? That's the difference. Is that when he's called out, that he delivers. That's the difference, man. That's why we're never having the Luka conversation here, right? Never. Except for Chris. Gotta say, Trash Panda is no longer after last night. The full dismissal of the trash pandas.
I think we're going to the finals, man. That's my story. I'm sticking to it, fam.
They have a shot, man, for sure. All right. Oh man, have I been doing my baseball research? These cards, now that we're a quarter of the way into the season, these cards are getting, now is when we really dial it in, man. Today's card, not so easy, but I only had one pick yesterday, so I went a little deeper today. We'll see how it turns out. We got the Pirates against the Cubs. We've got the Tigers against the Astros and the Rays against the Yankees. Only took us 35 minutes in to get to the first game. Pretty respectable. Jay.
I almost said it, but I ain't gonna say it. Give me the Tigers at home at the crib. The Astros, it does look kind of appeasing there with Framber. But I'm gonna trust Casey Mize and the Tigers at that plus money. I know they're not playing well, but neither are the Astros. So I just see this as a legitimate 50-50 game. The Astros overvalued all season long. I'm talking value here. And I think all the value in this series is on the team with the better record. That's at home. Give me the Tigers, right? So that's how I see that game. It's not really handicapping the game or nothing. Just looking at it, seeing the value. The Astros 13-24. They're not a good baseball team, yet they're still priced like they are, minus 150. Not saying that there's not an avenue where they win the game, but I think there's more so an avenue on the other side that they don't. So I would take the Tigers in that one. Todd Bradley, baby. He back. Y'all know I love the Rays, man. That's my team. They at home. Sign me up. I love the Rays. I love them. I'm gonna take them at home today. Home dog. I ain't gonna lie. I hadn't deep dove the numbers to see how Todd Bradley has done, in his, return back, trying to get back. But I know what this guy's made of in the full course of things. I trust him here. The Yankees have been crushing pitching. They have, you know what I mean? They've been hot. But after the long homestand and after losing yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if this first game on the road is the flat spot. We know Tampa always plays really tough at home at the crib. Again, I love the value. Give me Tampa. Those are two I like here. Roof?
Yeah, I'm on the other side of that Rays game. The problem with Todd Bradley last year was control with the walks and home runs. And when you're going up against a Yankees team that is second in base, pumped, batting average, isolated power, team OPS against righties, they've been absolutely crushing them the last couple of weeks. They did have a flat spot yesterday against the Astros, but they were also smacking around the Astros for the better part of that series. The Rays have improved, and they do play the better baseball at home, but Clark Schmidt, the Yankees are 6-1 in his 7 starts. I think he does enough to get the Yankees to win, to draw first blood.
Eat shit, Chris, and you know it.
He does, but he's actually, the Yankees have been able to back him up, though. That's the thing.
Schmitty.
I'm going to take the under 7.5 in that Cubs Pirates game. To me, that's first to 3 wins. Did they switch to Javier Assad from Jameson Taillon?
Yeah, it's been Assad all day. Yeah, because Steele's pitching tomorrow against Steele's.
I thought I saw Taillon. That's why. But even then, if it's Assad, I like this. I like the under even more. Assad's pitched well. Sub 2 ERA. Is it going to be sustainable long term? Don't know, but it should be against a Pirate team. It's been one of the worst in baseball against righties for the better part of the season, including lately. And Jared Jones has been a bright spot for this Pirates rotation. 52 strikeouts to 5 walks. Yeah, I think this is a pitcher's duel. I'm going to go with the under 7.5 in that one.
Costa, you can't spell Assad without S.
Yeah, I'm with that's the same play that I'm on, the under in the Cubs game. Both pitchers have been excellent to start the year, and Chicago's bats have been pretty quiet. When they lose, there's been shutouts. When they win, they don't score more than 5 runs. They haven't scored more than 6 runs in their last 10 games. I see this being a pitching duel. Both pitchers have been playing exceptional to start the year, and they're getting 5 to 6 innings in. So it's not like they're getting bounced early in the game. This is a typical game where I like the under in this matchup. And then the other one, I'm again with Roof on it as well. I like the Yankees here. The Yankees have been playing well on the road, 12-8. These teams have both been playing average ball of late, 6-4 in their last 10. But I don't like taking a pitcher that hasn't had. So a pitcher coming in a quarter into the season while the batters have been hot for a quarter of the season, I always favored the batter side. I know usually I'm not a big favorite taker by any means, but I've been fading Tampa all year. They've been a cash machine if you're fading them. They're negative. If you bet $100 on every single Tampa bet this year, you're negative 712, while the Yankees have been getting value throughout the year. I haven't been on them a lot, but this team is hot. They have a lot of good bats. They're finally coming together, all three of those big home run hitters, and I think Bradley's going to have a tough time with this lineup, and I like hot bats, and anything under 125 I usually will take as a short favorite. That is my maximum usually is 125. So not obsessed with that game, but definitely favoring the Yankees.
All right. I should take out my whiteboard here and explain to you guys how to handicap baseball because you guys missed one here with this Pittsburgh Cubs game. Why is a team that's 4 games under 500 favored against a team that is 6 games over 500 that has won 7 of the last 8 games in the opponent's ballpark and is 16-5 in the last 21 meetings of these two teams? Why is that?
Tell me.
Because it's a sucker line. Because they're just trying to get you to bet the Cubs. They are begging. The most public of public teams out there is the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs hitting a paltry 203 versus right-handed pitching on the road this season and a pathetic bullpen ERA on the road of 5.3. You guys say tight game, right? Is all you guys have said. But look at this, man. The Pirates bullpen ERA at home, a full 2 runs better than the Cubs bullpen here. And then when you look at the Cubs batting average versus righties on the road, it goes down a full 20 percentage points. So down to 185 versus right-handed pitching. Good luck, Cubbies. It's all over. Going to wipe the floor with you. And I'll tell you what, after Skeens gets his hands on you tomorrow, it's going to be looking at a sweep on Sunday. I can't wait to see Skeens. I already got the popcorn waiting in the microwave, getting ready for that game. I got it with the big screen reserved. I'm waiting to see. I think there hasn't been a major league debut more anticipated than Skeens.
You think so?
Probably since Heaney. Probably since
so?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Since Heaney. This guy is supposed to be the greatest of all time, type pitcher. He is supposed to be.
The hype is real. I'm usually on the hype train.
The hype is on Skeens is off the chain, man. Put it this way. There's an early line. The hype is so big on this game. There's already a line on it for tomorrow, and he's favored against Justin Steele, man. That's how big the hype is on this game. There's already a line out on tomorrow's game. Well, when do you see that? You never see it.
Sound like another hype train that you join, man.
You love a good hype train.
Might need that black and gold City Connect Schemes jersey. You know what I mean?
Number 1 overall draft choice, LSU Tigers. Same place they went to get Garrett Cole when they took him number 1 overall. El Toro High School, California. This guy's got the whole resume going on here, man. 3 seasons on the varsity in high school, 6'6", 21 years old. Oh, man. This is like 100-mile-an-hour plus and top end speed. This is not like just your average run-of-the-mill prospect. This is the guy. 100-mile-an-hour top. I mean, I can't imagine that there's been a higher rated guy than this to hit the majors in forever. They say Holiday was rated higher than him, but I don't see it. He's the highest rated pitcher by far. 6'1" or 6'6", 235. Yep. Anyways, that's tomorrow. But today's Jared Jones, by the way. Buffalo's all excited now. He's going down to the book to bet Skeens. Betting Skeens. When are you leaving Vegas? Tonight?
I got the red eye tonight.
Yes, you'll have to cash it out when back in September.
Yeah.
Or you frame it. I bet Skeens.
Or
I got
frame
him at 118 his first time he ever pitched. But anyways, I like the Pirates in this one. I think it's a layup. The Tigers-Astros can go either way. Framber's back, and we know he's tough as nails. Casey Mize certainly pitching back up. He's a former number one overall too. His debut was not nearly as anticipated as came up, but he was a number one overall as well. Clark Schmidt, he shit. I'm gonna take the Rays. I think I gave that the Yankees in the video. I don't care. The Rays are starting to pour it on 6-4 in their last 10. I don't know, man. They just always seem to be a thorn in the Yankees side. Orioles taking on the Diamondbacks. Cole Irvin on a 20-inning scoreless streak here. Boy, that's going to go on forever. Against the Diamondbacks, who hit lefties at 306. We've got the Blue Jays, Kikuchi, up against Joe Ryan, and the Metropolitans hosting the Braves. Chris, have at it.
All right, give me the let's see here. Give me the Orioles. I think this is just a good spot for them to get some offense going against right-handed pitching. They've been struggling against righties the last couple of weeks. They've been one of the worst teams in baseball. But Brandon Pfaadt, I just can't get there with him. I think the Orioles can get to him. If not him, they can get to this Arizona bullpen. And the Orioles also a team that's known for scoring a lot of late runs. Cole Irvin, I think that the shutout streak's going to end here probably against an Arizona team that does hit lefties fairly well, but I still think in the end, I think Baltimore gets the win at home. I'm going to take the Twins, and I think right now it's plus money against the Blue Jays. The Twins have been mashing lefties lately, and the Blue Jays they're struggling offensively, and I think Joe Ryan can have a good enough start. The Blue Jays in the bottom 10 batting average, a lot of categories against right-handed pitching the last couple of weeks, and Kikuchi getting less than 3 runs of support per start this season from the Jays. So I think the Twins go on the road and get the opening win of the series and lean towards the Braves for me. I don't like Jose Quintana. I haven't liked how he's looked as of late, but probably my least favorite game of the time slot there.
I'm going to go with I'm going to take the Orioles as well. I don't love this game. I probably won't bet it at all. I know Cole Irvin has been pitching exceptionally well to start the year, but there's always going to be a correction here, and he's not going to continue this. So I don't love it. I think this is a game that Arizona could steal just because every now and then the Orioles bats just don't come alive, and the games that they should win, they don't. So not obsessed with this one by any means, but lean toward the Orioles at home because it is right at that short favorite price cutoff for me. With you, Roof, as well on the Twins. I mean, the Twins have been playing really well. I know Joe Ryan's last start against the Red Sox didn't go quite well. We were actually on the other side and got a big dog price on them. I remember Mitch kept texting me nonstop, Joe Ryan, here it is again. He gave up 2 more. So it was this guy, I think if
I would never do that.
You did. And Kikuchi just doesn't have it this year. I don't like his game. I think his pitches have been, his control has been so off this year.
You want to talk about someone whose control has been off this year? You look at the guy next to you.
Kikuchi's control has been completely off this year. I don't trust him. Toronto is I think this is the year it's going to be a sinking ship for them. There's too many good teams in the division, and they're going to struggle throughout the year. Their starting pitchers don't really have it this year. They don't have that big ace. And the Twins are playing really good ball. They're 11-7 on the road, and you're getting them basically at even money. I like the Twins there. And then I'm going to do the over in the Atlanta Mets game. Both times that these starting pitchers have pitched against the opposite team, Morton, the last time he pitched against the Mets, they went over. And Quintana, the last time he pitched against Atlanta, they went over. Everybody's going to favor the under here. because of these pitchers, I think, because of their ERAs, but this is a typical game where I could see a lot of runs scored. I'm not picking a side here. If I would lean to a side, I'm not going to bet it because it's a favorite. I do lean Atlanta, but I think there's going to be enough runs scored. 8 is a good price here that you can get a 5-4 win easily and get over the 8 in this one. So over for me in the Mets-Atlanta game.
I think it's a bad day at the office to be on the Twins here against the Blue Jays, who finally get back home. I mean, number one, if it's they've been trying to spend fake money over in the U.S. So it's like now they get to use their own fake money at home where it works. But the thing is that for the Blue Jays, this is one of those weird matchups once again where it's just this is a baseball game. And you just have to look at it like that. Baseball games, there's 162 games in the season. You have to look at every game as its own individual matchup, and this is just a bad matchup for the Twins, every which way you slice it. Joe Ryan in pure regression mode with his ERA slipping to 4.0 over his last 3 starts. Meanwhile, when you look at it righty versus lefty and the Twins batting a paltry 219 on the road versus right-handed pitching, while the Blue Jays hit 233 at home versus the other way around. Oh, I guess it is the other way around. Oh, well, backwards. It's a bad day at the office for the Jays then. All right. Never mind. Oh, here's where I was at. It was over the last 10 games that the Twins bullpen is at a 6.15 ERA. This is what it is. And then versus left-handed pitching, their numbers have come down significantly over the last 10 versus their season stats. Well, Toronto, they haven't hit righties or lefties. Anyways, I don't care. Still taking the Blue Jays. Fading Joe Ryan's ass. How's that sound? Well, that one didn't really work.
It sounds beautiful because
hold on. But I'm also taking the Diamondbacks big. I would go reverse run line in this one all day long. Cole Irvin, regression to the mean. This is a setup of setups. The Diamondbacks, you want to talk about a team that hits lefties better than righties. They hit 100 points better versus left-handed pitching than they hit right-handed pitching. And Cole Irvin, certainly not a 29 scoreless inning guy, man. That's for damn sure. This guy is pure regression. This has got to be one of the stronger plays on the board. You look at, take the reverse run line, like 2.5, 3.5. All the squares in town will be all over the Orioles at home and whatever. They're going to get crushed, man. 303 on the road versus left-handed pitching, and it's not like an aberration because they're hitting lefties at 309 overall all season. And the Orioles hit much worse against right-handed pitching. This is a very, very bad matchup for the Orioles. Bad Orioles. Also, when you look at the expected numbers, which I don't really look all that deeply into, everyone knows that because we always do the Mitch-spected numbers of these pitchers. Fott is actually the guy who should be taking the step up, and it will be Cole Irvin who should be regressing to the mean. This one is a layup, man. Take the Diamondbacks. This is like that stock that your broker tells you. You just buy it, put it away, and forget about it. Just circle it as a win. Move on. Don't get too crazy. Just circle it as a win. Move on to the next game. This one is about as simple as it goes. I mean, you have a guy who has not pitched to his ability versus a guy who's way over his ability, and that 303 versus left-handed pitching, he's just walking right into it. The Diamondbacks team that's won 4 in a row, feeling it. Also went to the World Series last year. Other than that, I think the Orioles are a bunch of good guys, and they'll live to fight another day. They face Corbin tomorrow, so.
Orioles, they're not good at home either. I mean, they're way better on the road this year.
Yeah, I don't even understand it. But seeing that that Cole Irvin, who's been on fire, is only minus 120 and change. It's just telling you everything you need to know. They're begging for Orioles action. Los Serpientes. They should get the road sand uniforms. Chris, you look disgusted at my commentary.
No, not at all.
I'm on the Blue Jays in this slot. Easy. Fading the Twins. Kikuchi at the crib. Sign me up. Joe Ryan, he's not the ace. Sorry, Chris.
It's just some guy with a glove that happened to show up one day.
Yeah. Nah, but I do like a good.
That's like Ruffalo. It just happened. He knew hockey. He happened to show up one day.
And I know I'm known as the Charlie Morton hater. I'll take him today though. -145. Parlay piece, nothing too crazy. And I'll join Mitch on Los Serpientes with Brandon Fade that on the mound. Hopefully he has a good outing today. Y'all know I'm a Fott guy. I do like Brandon Fott. Hopefully today's a good day for him. So Diamondbacks, Blue Jays, Braves for me in this one. This slot. Jam session will be up in like 5 minutes.
All right. Where's the jam session?
Where's the jam session?
Marlins against the Phillies. Someone was excited that I gave out Phillies run line. It was like in the comments. This is like how rare I give that out, right? It's like, I mean, that's how much I hate Trevor Rogers. Then you got the Red Sox and the Nationals, and the White Sox beat up the Guardians last night. It was, oh man, what a display. Power, finesse, the whole package. The White Sox, we coming. We've got double-digit wins now. Anyway, so I'm going to roll with, it's me. It's Costi. Costi, you're
I think
up.
it's me.
All right, I ball hogged you. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Not touching that Miami-Philadelphia game. Not laying 180 with anybody. I'd rather just pass on the game, and I don't trust Miami with a 10-foot pole. But here's Eric in the flesh that walked in. I thought this was over, and now all of a sudden it's right back to how it was. Eric, it's here. Let me explain. Let me just preface. I know. Let me just preface this real quick. It's 50 degrees. It's cloudy and it's raining outside.
Okay.
And he's wearing sunglasses like it's very sunny. It's just very confusing.
It's all about the look, baby. It's
The look, you can't see anything.
About the pick dogs look. We got any Pimlico horses? We talking about Pimlico yet?
No, man, it's not this week.
Coming up.
It's next week.
Jay Briggs on Twitter with Dallas all day.
It's Eric ZZ. As close as you could be to ZZ Top, that's him. Give me
bring the guitar next time.
Yeah, bring the guitar. I'm gonna take I'll take the Nationals. I love grabbing the Nationals this year. They always sneak out a win in every single series. They're always plus 170, plus 180 in every single series. If you bet the
most profitable team in baseball.
If you bet them every single game this year at $100 a ticket, you're up $1,100. And then Boston, on the other hand, they're a great road team. They're not a good home team. I'm not laying 210 with Boston. This is a sucker bet all day. All the suckers are going to be taking
210 on a game anyway.
They're 210 with Tanner Hawk. 7-9 at home. Washington's been 11-8 on the road. This is one of those in this series that they could easily get the win. So give me Washington in that one. And then in the last game, I have no play in this White Sox-Cleveland game.
How's the weather in Vegas, Chris?
I love it, but I'm sad that I have to go home, but I'm also ready to go home.
Why do you have to go home?
Because you can't stay here.
Yeah,
he's in Mitch's same room.
What do you have to referee?
No, I'm not.
The same exact room.
I'm not in the same room.
I like the Red Sox here. I'm going to lay 3.5, 2.5, 3.5 runs in this thing. The Nationals just looking super public. in this game. Super public dog. Lot of people on the Nationals here at this big price. It's still Patrick Corbin, who's got a 4.11 ERA over his last 3 starts, 6.45 on the season. The Red Sox have been lousy at home. It doesn't mean they lose them all. Tanner Houck still
You're going to lay
2.8.
210?
You said
No, I'm going to lay 3.5 runs.
alternate run line.
Yeah, alternate run line. I'm going to lay 3.5 runs with the Red Sox. I think they absolutely pound them, and I think they get Corbin out of there in a hurry. Patrick Corbin is in a contract year, obviously, but he doesn't need the money.
Don't sleep on the Nationals team, man.
I haven't slept on I've been on the Nationals as much as anybody, if not more. But the thing is, in this spot where every Tom, Dick, and Harry's taking the Nationals, talking about the value. Oh, yes, they are.
Like I say all the time, there's certain games where bad teams are going to get their fucking clock cleaned, and you can bet the alternate run line. And so,
Or they don't play the game at all because of this weather, and we have a rain.
No, it's they'll play. It's supposed to stop raining.
I don't like it. I know the Red Sox don't hit left-handed pitching at all. I understand that. They're even worse at home against lefties. 234 in the season versus lefties, 199 at home versus lefties. But at the same time, it's Patrick Corbin we're talking about. And he's coming off of a pretty the 4.11 ERA for Corbin over his last 3 starts is like so outside of his norm that he only gave up 3 runs last time out. That means he's due to give up 30 this time. He gave up 7 the game before that against the Marlins. He gave up 7 against the Giants. He gave up, against these light hitting teams, he's given up, especially coming off the strong performances. Man, he just gets clubbed on a regular basis. He's going to get crushed. I expect this could be one of those games where the Red Sox score 5, 6, 7 runs in the first 2 or 3 innings. It's going to be bad, very bad. And
Murphy there.
Yeah, Yurfee, first five over, Red Sox team total over, everything. We'll do the full Monty, the catalog on that one. I looked at the Nationals. I tried to get there with the Nationals. Believe me, I wanted that piece of that 170, whatever also, but I just think there are better spots than Patrick Corbin on a Friday night on the road. Chris loves him some Patrick Corbin on a Friday night on the road. He's like, man, Patrick Corbin is a shit stain. He's terrible, man. He could be. He on this show, I think he's in the conversation, like how we have the conversation of the top 5 NBA players, right? Curry, LeBron, Luka, Joker, and Edwards, are consensus top 5 for the show. We also have a discussion of like the top 10 worst pitchers, and Corbin is always in the mix in that. Boy, Jay's now just right by him.
I'm looking at something else. I didn't even hear
No, you agreed. So that was all. I said we have the discussion of who the bottom 10 pitchers are, just like we have the top 5 basketball players, which we have a consensus. Curry, LeBron, Edwards, Luka, and Joker. We all agree on that. Then
You forgot Tatum.
SGA better than Tatum.
yes.
No.
Oh, we can play the Jerry Jeudy game with Tatum. Jerry Jeudy or Tatum. Jerry Judy's on a different team now. What team's he on?
He's on the
Tatum's just a little bit better than De'Aaron Fox. Just a little bit.
bro.
What?
Just a little bit.
That's disrespectful to Fox, man.
I'm just saying he's a little bit better. He's done a little bit more.
I'm not gonna let y'all take me there.
Listen, Thompson's playing, man.
Not gonna let y'all do it.
No Rubio. Anyways. No Rubio.
Is it me? Are we in a new slot? Sorry.
I think, did you do the slot yet with the Nationals?
No.
Phillies, Nationals, Indians. That slot.
Indians is crazy.
Still the Indians, brother.
Guardians. The Redskins.
They might bring it back. They might bring the Redskins back. They were
They
talking
need
about.
to. They need to. I'll lay the extended with Mitch on the Red Sox. That's the only way I could go there. Tanner Houck been solid. Patrick Corbin, he's ass. Give me an over. Give me the Yerfy. Give me the Red Sox 3.5 with Mitch. Attack the plus money. They're gonna kick him. They're kick the crap out of him, so you might as well attack it. And I don't really want to bet the Phillies today. I'm gonna be honest, I don't. And I don't like that other game either. So just one game in this slot for me, the Red Sox. I got something for y'all coming up though. Proof.
Give me the hold on, just gotta find my spot here. Give me the Phillies -2.5. It's just a huge pitching mismatch here. Ranger Suarez, 6-0, sub-2 ERA. The Phillies are 7-0 in his starts. They've won the last 6 starts by 3 runs. The Marlins 0-7 in Rogers starts. And the Marlins this season have been the worst team in baseball against left-handed pitching. So we just saw Trevor Rogers give up 8 runs to the Oakland A's, another team that hits lefties really well. It's part of that 20-4 loss for the Marlins. I think the Phillies run it up here. Give me the Phillies -2.5. Give me the Boston Red Sox on the run line as well. It's just purely a fade of Patrick Corbin on the road with his ERA near 9. Especially in hitter-friendly Fenway. I think it's probably going to be a rough night at the office for him. And I lean towards the White Sox as well.
Crochet.
Garrett Crochet.
Crochet.
Carlos Carrasco's been brutal.
Carrasco.
Especially on the road.
I did that during my video, and I'm like, I don't know where the accent came from.
Did you do the accent?
Not in that one. I've done it in
Oh.
the past. I'll tell you who's got the new record for texting is Kirk Stewart. This guy texts me 85 to 90 times a day. Nice guy. Good guy. He's excited. He's got his pick dogs gear. I guess he hit all of his props. Anyways, Crochet it is. Carrasco. Surprised he never really had a good Carrasco pick. Next, Brewers versus Cardinals, Rockies versus Rangers. You going, Jay?
Yes, sir. I'm there.
When are you leaving?
My flight's at 3:30.
All right, he'll be there. Angels versus Royals. Canning. I'm gonna go Royals here. Alec Walsh versus Canning. Canning can't. We know that. The Angels have quit out on the field. I'm going to go with Jays Rangers. John Gray's triumphant return to Coors. I'll lay the 2.5 in that one as well. The way the Rangers are swinging the bats, the altitude. Once again, you got the problem of the odds, but I think you just lay the extended numbers, man, because the Rangers, the way they're hitting the baseball right now, I could see them going 15, 16. I go as high as they'll let you go, 4.5, 5.5, whatever. I think you also do the same thing, first 5, as many as they'll let you lay against Gomber. And Lance Lynn, man, once again, he's got Lance Lynn numbers coming into this one. 18 walks, 33 strikeouts, 5 home runs, and a 3.28 ERA. He's just waiting to get clocked. I mean, 34 hits, right? 17 runs, but only 13 have been earned. 16 walks, 5 dingers. Got to go with the Brewers. First-time starter also, Gasser on the mound. Everyone knows I love my first-time starters. Some people always fade the first-time starter. I always bet them. I love it.
I'm on my Rangers, man. I'm in attendance for this today. Can't wait. I'm on the Yerfy. I'm on the over. I'm on the Rangers team total over. I'm on the
When's your flight?
3:30.
We just went through this. Where were you?
Pathy has me all disheveled. I mean, it comes in. I can't focus. I got all these texts coming in. Groups are posting 32 different games. Trying to multitask.
3:30. I'll be in Denver at 4:30, so I'll be there on time.
Are you hosting the show tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yes, I think yes.
I can host.
Okay.
Host.
All right, I'll let you know, but most likely I should be there. Might go out with Brad tonight, though, so you never know.
He's back again.
Hey, you want some Pellegrino?
Nah.
No, we don't want Pellegrino. No, we don't.
But yeah, that's how I'm attacking it. I'm playing the homer role. I'm taking the Rangers, but there's some validity behind it. Like Mitch said, their offense is in the best stretch of baseball in the season right now, hitting the ball really well. Just look at the runs they've put up recently. In Colorado, there was a reason I had to go. Like I had to go see this shit. Like, you know what I mean? I want to see the ball get out of course, see if it really be traveling like that. So it should be fun. Gomber's on the mound as well. I'm on the Rangers every which way possible. And Alec Maj. He's been dealing, man, and Canning can give up a lot of runs. We know this. Give me the Royals, man. I don't know. Why is the price only minus 120? Like they probably would have got me at minus 170 on the Royals today, in all honesty. Like
First time starter.
For who?
For Brewers.
No, the Royals.
I don't know.
It's only minus 120. I'm trying to figure out why. Like they would have got me at like minus 170 with the Royals today. Mosh. So I'm on the Royals. I ain't even trying to overcomplicate that. And I love fading the Cardinals. Y'all know I do it every day. Their ass. Lance Lynn, he's okay. Better than last year's Lance Lynn, kind of. We'll see if he can. We know what he is, though. So I kind of lean towards an over in that game, too. Cardinals, Brewers. Roof.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Royals here. Alec Marsh, the second most profitable pitcher in baseball. The Royals won
Why
all
is it
five
so
of
low,
the
Riff? Why is it so low?
I don't know. I mean, it's still a, I don't know.
Yo, what's up with y'all?
What's up with your boys and girls? What's up?
Yeah, I don't know. But you know what?
What's up with your boys and girls?
I
Lance Lynn is pitching.
Great, that threw me off. I don't know, but I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm just gonna take the take the nice price where it's at with the Royals. Giving me a cheap line to fade Griffin Canning. Sure, sign me up. He's got an ERA over 6.5 home and away this season. He's given up 10 walks at home.
I was just asking if somebody knows something, if that was maybe one of them games.
Yeah, I don't know.
For sure.
I'm gonna take the over 8.5. Brewers Cardinals. The Brewers can get to Lance Lynn. I think it's Tobias Myers that's going for the Brewers, and he's struggled early on this year. So give me the over in Milwaukee, St. Louis.
Is Timberwolves one word or two?
One.
That's weird. Where's the jam session? The first one's up.
On me?
Yep.
Give me here's what I'm gonna take. Make it simple. Pass on the St. Louis Brewers game. Give me the over in the Colorado game. Jay's going to see a lot of home runs today. Hopefully it's all from Texas. They blow them out. Anytime you can get a total in the Mile High City that's under 10, especially with, Austin Gomber is susceptible to at least 2 home runs a game. That's what I'm predicting. I think the Rangers bats have woken up. And I see this being a 9-2, 9-3 game. To the Texas side, I won't lay it. I hope Jay lays his 180 and cashes the ticket. Jay, when you're out there, man, you could load up any apps. There's about 32 different apps for you to choose from.
FanDuel, DraftKings, oh yeah, you better watch out.
I should connect you with Dave Miller. He'll go to the game with you.
They
He was
better
sitting courtside at the last second row. He was sitting at the last Denver Nuggets Minnesota game. And then in the last one, take Kansas City here. Alex Marsh, canning is ass.
Ouch. Ouch.
So is the Angels at home. They've only won 4 games this year. They're a great money-making team this year. If you bet $100 on every single Los Angeles Angels game, you're down $700. While Kansas City's been trucking along. They're 23-16. They're still getting good pricing where, I know they're on the road and they're laying 118, but I actually locked them in at 115 earlier today. So they're a 500 team. And overall, I like this matchup for Kansas City. I think they're going to squeak out 2 out of 3 versus the Angels here. The Angels are 4-6 in their last 10. And you're talking about Kansas City, who's done very well on the road this year. So especially of late. So they already beat them yesterday, and I think they're going to get the job done again today.
Good story. All
It's not a
right.
story. I speak facts. No stories.
It's a good story.
No stories.
Got the Padres against the Dodgers. Mariners against the A's. Woo. Ooh. Woo-hoo. Versus Blackburn. And Giants versus
Who?
Woo.
Woo.
My God.
Giants Reds. Jake.
Who?
Woo.
I'm on the Mariners today, man. Oh my God, Brian Wu. I trust Wu, man. I do. Hey,
Who?
this is
Who?
Wu.
Who?
Woo. This is a Blackburn program, okay? I do love me some Paul Blackburn, okay? I think I've taken Paul Blackburn in every start he's had this season. I don't really like the spot for the A's here, though. Division matchup. You know what I mean? Mariners not really playing that well coming off the road trip. I could see today as a lock-in spot at home, at the crib, especially with Wu on the mound. I think he's going to have a decent outing out there. Blackburn has had he's had his issues kind of, though, when you kind of deep dive his numbers a bit. Some of his starts to his games haven't been the best. All I'm saying is I think Seattle's minus 150 in this game for a reason. I'm starting to see Oakland slip a bit. Oakland's starting to kind of look like the A's that we thought they were going to be. Is Blackburn the stopper? Most definitely, but coming off the significant home trip for the A's, I think it's a perfect fade spot going up against another division opponent who, you know what I mean? We just saw the Rangers kick the crap out of them. I wouldn't be too surprised if the Mariners did the same in the series. Give me Seattle money line and run line here in this thing. And
Padres.
give me Glass now. I know, Mitch. I know.
No.
Mitch does not like him some Glass now. I understand. And the Padres have played the Dodgers really tough all season. But do you really want to step in front of the Dodgers right now? I don't. I can't. I told y'all earlier this season there was going to be stretches this season where the Dodgers did this, and you're just going to have to ride them. And fading them was not going to be fun. Until they really cool off right now, I'm going to take them. I'm going to take the Dodgers. I kind of been riding the Dodger train, and I don't see no real reason to get off. Not for Michael King, at least. And I trust Glass now. They've shown up behind Glass now all season. I think he has a solid outing. Give me the Dodgers run line.
Yeah, I'm taking the Dodgers run line as well, just because it's Michael King on the mound for the Padres. There'll probably be value spots to take the Padres at some point, but I mean, last time we saw King up against the Dodgers, 7 runs, 4 earned, 4 home runs allowed. I think they absolutely tee off on him. And Tyler Glass now, he had that rough start against the Nationals, but outside that, he's been pretty solid. 9+ strikeouts in each of his last 3 starts. 3 runs allowed over 21 innings of work. I think Glass is just a far better pitcher here. I think the Dodgers get the win by a couple runs in this one. So give me the Dodgers -1.5.
You're stupid man.
Yeah, won't be the first time, won't be the last. I'm taking the under in that Oakland A's Seattle Mariners matchup. You know, Brian Wu. I really wanted to get there with Paul Blackburn, but I think the A's might struggle against Wu.
You know what's up, Wu. And tell him, who?
Woo.
But Wu didn't allow a run in 11 innings against the A's last season.
Who?
AAA in his rehab starts.
Got him.
Yeah, you got me.
Woo
You got
bit.
I had it and I lost it.
He's done. He's spiraling downwards. He doesn't know where he is. He's lost his notes. He's moving on to the next game. Taking the Mariners.
No, in AAA though, in his starts to sort of get him back up to speed. 11 and a third innings of work, 17 strikeouts, no walks. He's pitching really well for AAA, and like I said, he didn't allow a run in 11 innings against the A's last season. Paul Blackburn, still pitching well. He hasn't pitched well on the road, but the Mariners have been striking out a lot against righties as of late. So I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Probably one that the Mariners eke out, but I'm going to go with the under in this one.
Costa.
I'm going to pass on the Dodgers San Diego game. I'm not laying 180 with Glasnow. And I'm not a particular – I don't – well, the why not is I'm not laying 180 with anybody.
All right.
It's just a strategy. I'm a system guy. It's a strategy that I follow, and I stick to it.
No, I get that. You said with Glasnow, though, like there was a reason not to.
No, it has nothing to do with the pitcher itself. I could care less about starting pitchers, honestly.
All right, cool.
It's all systematic. It's worked for a decade, and I'm not going to deviate from it just for.
I just was making sure you didn't have a reason to favor.
It's just that I don't enjoy betting 180 to win 100. There's no excitement for me there, because if anything could happen, that game loses. Then I'm chasing not really chasing, but you have to bet two more favorites to break even. It's not a profitable baseball strategy long term. And I don't particularly like dogs at home. I actually like dogs on the road betting them this year than at home. I don't trust Michael King either. The Padres are not good at home. I don't like it. I could see the Dodgers winning a close game, but I don't want to sweat out a -180 play that I won't bet anyway. On the other hand, I do like the A's +130. Blackburn has had good starts this year, except basically one outing where he got rocked by the Orioles. I don't trust Wu yet. I need to see more out of him. Woo. He hasn't pitched since last September. This is a different ball game coming up and pitching against the major leagues. So I'm going to take Oakland here to rebound. They've been 500 on the road. Seattle's been shaky at best. They burned me yesterday. Mitch, just like they burned you.
I don't care. Yesterday was yesterday. Today is today.
I know. But they burned me yesterday. They're going to lose again today. Give me the A's with the plus money, and then give me the plus money again with the Reds. Fading Logan Webb, not laying 150. Fade his ass.
You're my Ruffalo today. Just fading your ass.
Fade his ass.
Fading your ass. I take the Giants every day.
I know. How's that strategy working?
Over time, really, really, really well.
So if you bet them over time this year, you're down $875 betting 100 a game.
I bet the run line.
Yeah. For next show, I'm going to have that queued up as well.
Oh,
Giants run line
cover for my iPad.
Is that your Logan Webb signed jersey?
No, this is my cover for my new iPad.
They said that iPad's like this thin.
Oh, I know. Believe me. Tim Cook stopped speaking. My order went in. I didn't wait 1 second, man. I've been waiting 4 years for this thing. It's supposed to be
For what, an
awesome.
iPad?
OLED. It
Yeah,
has double OLED. Like they didn't like
Really?
the OLED look. They double.
They also
OLED.
they put the
Oh,
M4
it's like
chip in there.
$2,300, man.
They
It's
put
like
the M4 chip in there too, so it's faster than
M4 chip. Oh, I've been waiting on this iPad.
I'm the same way with Apple. I mean, I just got a
Jay,
new
I was all in on
mini.
the hype train on the iPad.
Oh, so that's the case. It's not the actual.
No, it's just the case. Look how thin it is. It's the OtterBox, man.
I thought about it, but I don't really need an iPad. I don't. I got my phone.
It's all right, man. I'll be toting mine around in Vegas.
It's good for flights.
I got my
It's
my
good for
MacBook.
flights.
It's good for anything. You know what it's really good for me? Like if I have to go to the mall or I have to do something, if I have to run an errand and a customer has a problem or something, I can access the website and help them out from the iPad. Get them the packages that they need and everything like that. Because if I paid money for something, man, and I had to wait or something like that, I'd blow a gasket. So it's like I treat the customers, and I'm not perfect. I mean, in life, and everybody knows that. And you guys, can make your own judgments about me based upon what you've seen on a YouTube show. But the thing is that, man, anyone that's ever bought from us and has had a problem knows that, man. So you don't wait 10 seconds for me to help you out. And I take the customers. If there's no one there to help you, I take the customer service myself, man, and I help you. But anyways, back to fading Costi. The thing here, that the issues that Costi has with Blackburn and his Oakland A's is that the A's are regressing fast. Exactly what Jay said. Jay just didn't throw the numbers down your throat like I'm going to do, which is the bullpen ERA for the season at 3.47, but over the last 10 games, it's at 5.24. So almost 2 runs added to the bullpen ERA. Now, when you look at the batting averages, the same, the A's are actually hitting the ball a lot better than they were. So they're getting involved into a lot higher scoring games. But they're up against the Mariners with a 3.45 ERA over their last 10. But at home, the Mariners ERA of the bullpen drops all the way down to 1.96. They're going to kick the shit out of the A's. They're regressing. They're going in the wrong direction. We all love the A's. We love Blackburn. He's our guy. But this is just a bad day at the office, man, for them. They're up against a force in Woo.
Who?
Woo.
Who?
Woo-hoo. That's who. Woo. And also the A's are 13-38 in the last 51 meetings of these two teams.
Yeah.
Aside from that, good guys. I also like the Giants here big. I'm agree with Costi. I think the Giants just wiped the floor with the Reds. I think Costi just happened to misspeak. The Reds have lost 8 games in a row, and they are free falling like a Tom Petty's. Free falling.
You know what happens when a team loses?
They lose 10
8 in a row.
You know the Pathy plan? Do you not know the Pathy plan?
Yeah, the Pathy plan got busted up by the Minnesota Twins recently, and 6.47 a bullpen ERA for the Reds over the last 10 games. Absolutely, that we call that the technical term for that is hideous. And the Reds hitting 197 versus right-handed pitching, and they're facing Logan Webb. Oh my God, not going to be good. 197 on the road, and of course the Giants, who aren't a great hitting team, but they happen to hit lefties better than they hit righties. So another edge here for the Giants. This is just a bad day at the office for the Reds, a team that's free falling. They don't have the depth. We love the De La Cruzes, right? We love them. We're in. We like them. I'm going to Cincinnati next week. I'm going to my niece's graduation. I'll be there. I'll be broadcasting next Friday from Cincinnati on this show. Maybe I'll get a Reds hat and I'll wear it. But I'll tell you what, I'm taking the Giants here. Yeah, I'm going to Cincinnati. I'm going to Club Med. Best Club Meds in Cincinnati. Beach Club. Yeah.
Is it beachy time in Cincinnati yet?
I don't know. It's the middle. It's the middle of the country.
Or the middle of winter.
Probably is. It's like I'll be scrambling looking for a pair of long pants.
This was Anthony Edwards this morning on Good Morning America.
It's my niece's graduation, so I'm looking forward to it.
He said, "I want to be the first Anthony Edwards, not the next Michael Jordan." He said, "I maybe got a mix of Michael Jordan in me, but I got a tray ball. That makes me a little different than Michael Jordan."
Whoa!
I'm telling you, face of the league. John Morant had it. He had it. By the balls, he had it.
He had
He
it.
gave it up. Gave it up. Now it's Anthony Edwards. You don't see Tatum being the face of the league, right?
Maybe.
I'm also taking the Padres against the Dodgers because everyone knows I fade the Dodgers every day. All you have to do is read the YouTube comments. I also really like the over in that game. I think Glass now is just sitting on, getting pounded. We know that this guy's just nothing but a whiny little punk, and we'll start to hear the whining shortly. And that's why the Rays got rid of him, because he's a whiner and he's an excuse maker. And he is the type of guy that, believe me, we're going to make so much money fading this guy as the season goes on, because he is a major regressor, man. As the season goes on, he gets worse and worse and worse, and he blames everything. Remember, Chris? First, he blamed the sticky stuff, right? I hurt my arm because of sticky stuff. Then it was the shot clock, right? Or the pitch clock, right? Oh, the pitch clock screwed me up. It's like, no. You're a whiny bitch, and we hate you. He's pitched a couple good games here for the Dodgers, and so all of a sudden he's Koufax, but he's not. He's not. He's not even Walker Buehler. He's nothing. He's going to be shelled. They're going to be calling Trevor Bauer. Come on back. I think Trevor Bauer's going to the Rangers. That's just my take.
Fair enough.
I do. They like guys like that. Josh Hamilton. They love guys like that. Second chance. It's like the Rangers are kind of like the pick dogs of baseball. Just a lot of second chancers out here. Third chancers.
I'm just saying, man, when it comes to my Rangers, everybody want to act like we're not that good. What's our record right quick? Hold on.
No one said that on this show. We all took the Rangers.
22-17, and we got the longest injury report in baseball. We got like 15 players on the IL, bro. Wait till we get healthy.
Everybody's got a lot of injured players.
But we got the most. So wait till we get healthy, man. We're going to show that we're the best team in baseball, man.
They do. Scherzer, Dunning, Eovaldi, Langford, Bradford, Pruitt, Burke.
Everybody hurt. That's what I'm saying. Everybody hurt.
Vasquez, Jung. Jung will be back shortly, early June.
Yeah.
So less than a month. That's the guy that will put them over to the next. He's the difference maker. Molly, who cares? That's probably better that he's injured. Coleman, and then Jacob deGrom mid-July, so All-Star break. Same time when we'll be releasing our bobbleheads.
Yes.
Coincidence?
Maybe.
I think not. He's like, I got to be back for the Pick Dogs bobblehead release. Yeah. Also, our new websites. Totally forgot about that, man. We got our new websites coming out also. All-Star break 2024. New premium area, new Pick Dogs, and the new Sports Chat place.
Very exciting.
It is really exciting, man. I spent a lot of money, man. This shit better work. They sit there at the meeting telling me, oh, we got this tech thing going on, this thing going on. I say, this shit better tap dance across the table, man. It's like these are lawyer-sized bills I'm getting. They're big.
Yes, sir. To the NBA?
Yes, to the NBA. Jay, what are you selling today?
Got my NBA player of the day. Got a Major League Baseball player in there.
Is it the Mavericks?
Nah, it's not. Although it may be in there for tomorrow. But nah, I got a couple things over at Pick Dogs Premium today. Some NBA, some Major League Baseball, money making Friday. Best thing to do: hop on a 3-day pass, get everything I got for the weekend. Last time I was in Denver, man, I was on an absolute heater. See if I can replicate it again. Check me out.
Chris?
Premium.
Chris?
Yeah, I got
Goodbye to
my
Vegas package.
my my farewell to Vegas package. I got a $19 play for MLB today. Got a 5-pack for Major League Baseball
Whoa.
with that $19 place one in there,
Whoa.
and got an NHL play as well on the board.
Is it the Panthers?
It's not the Panthers.
Okay. Anyways, I've
It
got
might be the
baseball. I've got a basketball pick in there. I've got other baseball. I got a plus money 3-pack. Costi, something I've been wanting to talk to you about on the show. So I put out that number in my videos and I say, this is exactly what I say. I say, I say the premium picks, right? If you like our free picks, you'll love our premium picks. Use this discount code for 15% off. We also have other packages for people who make larger bets, $500, $1,000 plus per game, looking to win long term. They're not available under the premium picks tab at the website. All you got to do is text the number you see on the screen. So if you make big bets like I do, go ahead and text that number. Now, I see the texts as they come through. Not all of them I see a good portion of them. I look over to see what the texts are that are coming through. And I see people saying they just want one lock or one game or they want to bet a lot of money on one game. This isn't the program, right? This is not like a Hail Mary program, right? It's not like I'm down, I want to make a big bet and make all my money back program. It's a long-term winning strategy based on volume, right? You want to explain to people this one more time, even though we've been through this, and we don't need the explanation, but just like
I'm going to give the short. I'm going to give the short version. Definitely not going to do the pathy explanation, but society has instilled this bad logic, which is you could open up a betting account with $200, $500, $1,000 when you can't open a day trading account trading stocks with 200, 500. You have to have a minimum capital in there. So people think they could turn over $1,000 a day, but then if they lose, they deposit 1,000 at a time every single day. And they think if they bet, you say bet 1,000 a game, they say yes, but really they only have 1,000 in their account. That's not how we trade sports. We trade very small percentages, on average 2% of your bankroll per play with high volume. In a perfect day, I will be risking 100% of your account, but I will have 2% per game. So that means I can have up to 50 bets sprinkled between all the sports, because we have all these things behind the scenes where we're doing international sports left and right, and it's high volume. But again, the goal is to churn as much of your bankroll over with 2% per game. So when you tell people 1,000 a bet, call if you can make 500 or 1,000 a bet per game, you better have like 20, 30, 40,000 in your account. And unfortunately, that's why we turn away a lot of people, and I turn them over to the premium pick side, because not only do I tell them, look, you shouldn't be betting 1,000 per game on premiums. You should still be betting smaller, but there's no point because you wouldn't be able to afford the enrollment cost of the program to deal with these groups. And I always direct them to Chris, to Jay, to you every day.
So the other day I was doing my mastermind class that I have with Micah, and one of the questions that was asked was, why aren't these the picks that you give out in the premium area? And I just tried to explain to them is that the picks in the premium area are done through handicapping. They're games that I bet. They're games that I believe in. There are, always value plays and put in as value with room for line movement. But these type of plays that Costi's talking about, there's not as much room on the line movement on a lot of these plays, because it's all based on this volume. And it's like, it's always Costi's strategy. And you guys see it with baseball. That's a money line sport. For me, it's always about, it's not winning every game, because I know I'm not going to win every game. Oh, you lost to Dodgers. Yeah, I've lost I went against a minus 180 favorite and lost, but I got my money in really good. I got a team that doesn't win 66% of their games. I got 2-1 on my money going against them, So it's like my money is in good. You don't know what's going to happen. You go to you go to a baseball game every single day, and Jay goes to a lot of baseball games, more than any of us these days. He can tell you he sees something at every game, right? We didn't have this discussion that you've never seen before, man. And it's like, and that is what baseball is, especially. So it's like the best teams lose 60 games a year, man. You just want to get your money in good always. And that's the difference between a bettor and a public bettor, especially, and a casino. That's the difference between the sports book and the casino, is that the sports book takes the VIG, right? So on an even money bet, they're getting the VIG. So they're getting their money in good. It's not like a giant edge. The house always wins. The house doesn't always win. You've collected bets at a sports book before. So the house doesn't always win, but the house always gets their money in good. So long term, if you're not getting your money in good against the house, they are going to win. But if you can get your money in good against the house, you can take that edge and flip it the other way. And that's what these programs are. The problem is that the people that we get this information from aren't just giving it to us, and it's not free. It's way expensive. So the prices are high. And that's really all it is, man. And it's like, also, I hope to have more of those guys on these type of shows. And I've been saying it for a while, but some of these guys, I'll have them on the show. And we've had Dave Miller on before. We've had Mike on here before. And you guys know, these guys just talk a different language. I mean, Dave Miller, I try and use an example of 5.5 point spread. And he just says, well, that's not a key number. So really, it's like, Dave, I'm just trying to make an example here of 5.5 versus 5. It's like, he's like, yeah, but 5.5 doesn't matter. It's not, right. And it's like, he's talking a different language, but it's a different way of betting. You're not sitting here rooting for the Cowboys. You're just hoping that you got your money in good, just like the house. The house, they have bets on both sides, but they're getting their money in good on both sides,
Well, specifically with baseball, it's not as relevant because for an edge better like Dave and like Micah, baseball is the lowest edge, while football and basketball is the highest edge because you're getting that overnight pricing. And you saw it last year. I would come on the show and give out all of my NFL picks on Monday and Tuesday. And when they came to the weekend, we saw the gap that we have in the market. That means we had a better price on the game on Monday and Tuesday. Doesn't mean that game wins every time. But if you're constantly getting the lowest and best price over a span of at least 1,000 games, you're going to win. And yeah, quants, like Sean said, they don't speak English. It's a different language. And if you're not able to keep, and if, we've done the mentorship before, and a lot of people don't really understand how much work it takes for you to understand how to do it yourself. I mean, if you're edge betting, you're putting in 10 hours a day, literally from August to April, A to A.
There's no catch. The catch is, if there's a catch, the catch is that you're not going to win every single bet. You might not even win every single day, but it's over the long haul. You will win. It's just the way that it works because you're always getting your money in good. Basically, you are taking the edge away from the house, and that's why they throw us out. You saw it, Costi and I trying to bet on our apps in Vegas, right?
Or even the video on the site. It was like, even the video on the site, same thing.
Same thing. It's like, because they know that and you can take that edge away from them. They know because, so at a craps table or blackjack table, for instance, the house edge is built in. You can have any kind of strategy you want. The house is going to have an edge, but you can soften that edge and you can go on a lucky run. You can beat them, and that's why you play for fun. But you hope to win, right? And you can win big. The thing is, though, is the house knows over time, they're always getting their money in good on blackjack. They're always getting their money in good on craps. When they know they're not getting their money in good on sports bets, they know that theoretically, if they let you bet whatever you want, as long as you want, you could put them out of business. You can.
Absolutely. And they'll limit you.
You can put them out of business. And I'll tell you what, it wouldn't take that long. It wouldn't take long at all if they let you bet whatever you want as long as you want. Because all it would take is a few days of running, and then you could start making your bets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, they'd be done. They'd be shutting the doors, man.
And we know how to navigate So you're not going to get limited because there's certain tricks that you could avoid getting your account limited. Like there's no arbitrage, you'll get limited. Player props, you'll get limited. If you're constantly getting the best price, the algorithm catches you. But if I talk to each client one-on-one, based on how you open the account, I could actually let you know if your account will last longer because you're in a different bucket than just starting a sports betting account. Like typical great account is if you started from
it's not free. It's not free. Our information that we get isn't free. So it's like it's not free. It's not free for me. It's not free for you. It's like we give you access to the information, but you got to share the cost with us. It's not free. It's not even anywhere close. It's not even close to free. I'll be honest.
Eric and myself do a lot of daily coaching and money management where we do one-on-one with every single client because lines are different for every client. So I either tell you to play the game at that price or completely pass altogether. I mean, this happens a lot, especially in football and basketball when the line matters so much more. Here in baseball, you're getting a couple 5 cents off the dog price. It's not going to matter. But in football, being a half a point off crossing a key number, yes, that will be
the public. The public hasn't just been getting crushed by the books this week. The public's been getting crushed by the books as long as there's been books. As long as there's been books, the publics have been getting crushed. There's less than there's less than 1/100th of 1% of all bettors that win consistently. And I probably know half of them. It's like that's just the way it is. I don't. It's just the way it is. All right, but anyways, let's get back to the games. Jay, we got the Knicks and Pacers.
I'm on the Pacers. I'm gonna lay the 7.5. Reason I'm gonna do that is because I think the Knicks are really banged up right now. No Anunoby. We saw Brunson miss significant time last game. I think this is the game it all catches up to him. You know what I mean? I just think it catches up to him here in this game. We saw the Knicks get aired out in game 3 by the Sixers. They failed to cover in that game. That's probably their biggest losing margin of the season, not of the postseason thus far, game 3 in Philadelphia. Philadelphia was in a similar situation, down 0-2. We've never seen a team come back from down 0-3. So that makes that game 3 at home in your building, or really any game 3 when you're down 0-2, a must-win basketball game. I think that's exactly what we have here with Indiana. Indiana has been dominant at home here in the postseason. We've seen them dominate Milwaukee in 2 of the 3. And even the one that they didn't dominate, through 3 quarters, they did dominate. They kind of just they took the pedal off the metal in the 4th quarter. Milwaukee fought back and forced overtime. They did end up winning it, though. Must-win game for the Pacers. Back up against the wall, have to respond. One of the best home venues in all of the NBA. Knicks banged up right now. Just seems like a good spot for the Pacers to get on the board, make this one a series. I think they win it by 10+.
Chris.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean towards the Knicks and the points. I know they are banged up, but the Knicks just keep finding a way to keep themselves in close games, and that's fine. I just think it's closer than this line indicates. I think it's 5-6 point win for the Pacers.
No.
I'm gonna go with the Knicks and the points.
No.
Costi.
Pacers for me. This is like Jay said, this is a typical spot. Game 3. This game means everything to them, and the Knicks are just beat up. I know they overcame last game with Brunson going out, coming back, and then absolutely terrorize the Pacers in the second half. I just think this coming home to Indiana, their fans, their fan base, that stadium is going to be absolutely electric. I know the spread, it's factored in. That's why it's 7.5, a team being down 0-2. But I'm not worried about it. I think this is going to be a double-digit win. This is one of those games the Knicks will get beat pretty heavily. I still think the Knicks are going to win this series just because of the lack of defense with the Pacers. I don't think they'll be able to recover. The Pacers have no defense. And usually it favors them in games like they had like last game where they play into the 120s. But I just see this one being, they've been a good home team, 29-15 and 24-18 against the spread. I think this is going to be a good bounce back game. Make it 2-1 Pacers for me.
Pacers game, Pacers series for me. I think Pacers minus 13 is about where you want to be on this game. If you're betting the spread, we saw the last meeting in New York that the Pacers won was 125-111. We saw the Pacers also beat the Knicks this season, 140-126. One was a 12-point game. One was a 14-point game. We'll just put this one right in the middle at about 13. No Anunoby, of course, for this one. And the Knicks, they need all the help they can get because the Pacers, man, they get home. It's track meet central, man. They put up 135, 140 points, and I don't think the Knicks can go with them for that. Brunson is not going to score 70, 80 points. Not going to happen. In fact, I'd look for him to go back to reality and this one be in the 20s. I think this one is probably the Pacers coast to coast. And one thing that you don't want to take lightly, these fans are rabid, man. Rabid in Indiana. They are starved for sports basketball, man. Big time. I think the Pacers just absolutely rout the Knicks in this game. And I think they rout them the next game as well. I think you just Pacers all the way home in this one. I think that the Pacers feel slighted because they're a mid-market team against the big market team. And the way the refereeing's gone, I think they put a chip on their shoulder. We've seen this act before, man. The whole Reggie Miller, Spike Lee thing didn't just pop out of thin air, It was all the same thing. It was just a while ago. Jay doesn't have any idea what I'm even talking about, but that's besides the point.
Yes, I do. Stop it.
Jay's like, Spike Lee and Reggie Miller. That's nothing compared to,
I know exactly what you're talking about. Reggie Miller still living off that for these days. Oh, my God. It's nauseating to watch the games in other years. Reggie Miller. And then he'd be like, yeah, I own the Garden. I do. I'm like, shut up.
He does own the Garden.
Yeah,
but
you own the Garden, Reggie, but you ain't got no hardware, Reggie. Where your hardware at?
He didn't have a lot of help.
No. I just like hating on the old guys.
The Knicks didn't have a lot of hardware either during that time.
I know that's what makes it funny. It's like, bro, y'all act like y'all won the championships in them games. Like, what? What are we talking
But the Knicks, they made it.
Larry Johnson,
Patrick Ewing,
John
I lived
Stark,
in New York back then.
Allen Houston.
I lived in New York then.
Loved Allen Houston. Mark Jackson.
Like, to me, all right, I got to make this comparison, but the Reggie Miller love is almost like
Tatum love.
Giving love for Tatum for his playoff.
Yeah, they're the same player.
But no one ever gave Reggie Miller a championship before the season started. After he gotten whooped up on a
because he was in the same. He was in the same side as Jordan.
Yeah, right. But he was never given a championship. Like, the thing that I hate about Tatum is that people give him credit that he's never earned. And it's not like he hasn't had the opportunity. He can get to the mountain, but he is the Buffalo Bills, man, of the NBA is what he is. It's like, that Buffalo Bills team, you don't hear Andre Reed and Thurman Thomas mentioned in the same sentence as Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin, right? You just don't hear it because they never won the big games. But Jason Tatum, for somehow, is regarded in that same sentence, man. Even Jim Kelly, not in the Troy Aikman discussion, right? He's not because they played.
Because it's a changing of the guard.
The changing of the guard happened.
Hold on. Just hear me out. It's a changing of the guard, and we don't know who the young person to take it over is going to be.
I think it's starting to become clear and obvious, and we'll see again tonight.
And we won't know until this year. You know what I mean? We don't know.
Speaking of which, Timberwolves versus the Nuggets. Will it be the Anthony Edwards, coronation?
It's starting to look that way, isn't it?
No, we're asking a question here. We're not.
Who
am I to judge?
I know.
And Anthony Edwards is not. That's my thing. If Tatum's getting the love and the hype without any pudding, what do we call this Anthony Edwards run? What do we call it?
Anthony Edwards, this is his first opportunity. Tatum's been there and has fallen flat on his face. Edwards has shown up way more than Tatum ever has in these type of
This
situations.
is his third playoffs, and then in the previous two playoffs, they got 4-1. That's what I'm saying. So
He's
like
22.
okay, and Tatum was 23, 22, lost to the Golden State Warriors in the finals.
He lost to the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, and the year before that,
That's the only one that I'm like, all right.
that's Steph Curry. What about the Steph Curry show?
My Luka and my Mavs lost that same year in the Western Conference Finals to Curry and them. Curry and them was on a mission that year. It just happened.
They finished like 4th that year or something in the West.
Shit. They've been a dynasty. Warriors.
I wonder what hype train Jay would have been on in the regular season that year. Blazers are sick, man. Lakers.
I was on my Mavs train.
The Blazers were a different team with Lillard and McCollum. I'll tell you that much.
So that's the argument. Sorry, I mean, that's the argument going on right now on Twitter. Is the Knicks, the Blazers, and the Hawks is that what the Knicks are currently? Are they that Blazers team that went on that run, and are they the Hawks team that went on that run? They both went to the conference finals.
No, they're not. They're not. Their team. They're actually closer to the Heat because they have 2 players that are injured. Randall and Anunoby. If those guys are playing, we're having a different discussion, but they're not. And that's what the Knicks are. They're a team with 2 of their 3 best players.
If they run it back next year, are they favored to go to the Eastern Conference Finals? Is really the question.
Maybe.
I don't know.
The Heat or them.
I think next year, I think they're more likely a 4 or 5 seed again next year. That's how I look at the Knicks in the East. So it's like, how good are they? Even though I got them going, they're probably, I don't know. They might not even go this year. I don't know. We'll see. The book's still out. We'll know after tonight.
The Warriors were 3rd in the West that year. It was the Phoenix Suns. You would have loved Booker and
I was fading their ass. My bad, Roof. What you doing here?
I'm laying it with the Timberwolves at home.
woo.
Whoa. We didn't get there. We didn't get there yet.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, that's all right.
We got there.
Yeah. Woo.
Who?
Woo.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Timberwolves here. I know it's crazy to think that the Nuggets could go down 0-3 in a series, but you know the Timberwolves have all the momentum now, winning the 2 in Denver. Played much better at home this season, where they played their better defense. Yeah, I got to keep rolling with the Timberwolves until I get a reason not to. I know it's the Denver Nuggets. I know it's the defending champions, but give me the Timberwolves here.
Casting.
So it's the backward scenario in the Pacers game. 2 road wins by the Timberwolves, now coming back home. Took over home field advantage. Game 3, being down 0-3 is almost impossible to come back from a series, especially you don't even have home court anymore. Joker is not Tatum. Joker is not soft. Joker is not hurt. This is the game that they're going to draw up a game plan with an excellent coach, and they're going to beat the Timberwolves. I know they're not at home. The Chicken Nuggets are on the road, but the House of Disappointment, there was a reason why you guys named it the House of Disappointment. Not falling for the trap. This is a game that Denver has to win. Minnesota doesn't have to win to still win the series. Give me the Denver Chicken Nuggets on the money line. They're going to go stupid, dummy, crazy in Minnesota.
Taking Timberwolves here, money line. Gonna parlay it up with the under. I really like the under in this spot. I just think that the Nuggets, what they've done this season on the road is they've been a major under almost all season long. The Timberwolves are one of the top defensive teams. This one's going to be played in the octagon, and I think tempers are going to flare, man. I think this is going to be that type of game. we can only hope Rudy Gobert gets punched. But the thing is that I'm going to go with the Timberwolves on the money line. I think they pull it out. I think it's their time. It's like the games in Denver really weren't that competitive. I mean, that game 2 was just, I mean, they whitewashed them.
I'm on the Denver Chicken Nuggets, man. I'm taking them straight up money line. They got to, man. Back up against the wall, title defense. It's do or die. It's do or die. They very well could die. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. They very well could die, but I have to go out with them in the do or die game. I'm on the Denver Chicken Nuggets here. I think Costi stole my notes, and he actually kind of said it probably better than I will here. House of Disappointment, man. I think they're going to rear their head tonight. I do. I gave them that nickname for a reason. I promise you I did. And they're going to show you. They're going to show you, man. I think Jokic comes out balls tonight. The thing is look, I know they're down 0-2 on the road. I know they've already stolen it on all that. And I know I'm finna compare this to a different sport, but I just saw a team down 0-2, man. They came back and won the damn series. That was my Stars against the defending champs of all teams. So it happens sometimes. 0-3, hell no. 0-2, it can happen. It can happen. But you got to start with the game right here in front of you. The T-Wolves defensively is really good, like Mitch said. They run in 2 6-8 locks at you, bro. Like, I mean, if you play 2K, you know what I mean. Like, God damn. McDaniels and Alexander Walker.
And Kevin Garnett.
It's going to be a hell of a battle down there, man. Murray got to get out of jail. Murray got to show up tonight. Murray has to show up tonight, man. They didn't suspend you, man. You got lucky. They should have suspended you. Murray. I call a spade a spade. They didn't. So you better show up tonight, man. You've been the one that's disappeared. I trust Jokic off his MVP. He's going to come out, ball out tonight. Shaq told him to his face, you didn't deserve the MVP. All right. I think the Jokic disrespect is getting a little crazy, man. I just think it's getting a little crazy. The Anthony Edwards hype getting a little too crazy. That's just how I see it, man. I think if the T-Wolves was all that in a bag of chips, man, this line would be like 7.5.
If they sweep them, what do you say then?
I'm gonna give them their credit. I'm gonna say hats off to them.
What do you say about Edwards if they sweep them?
I'm gonna say Anthony Edwards, you've entered top 10, bona fide top 10 player in the league. Congratulations.
Well, we already decided on this program he was top 5.
Congratulations.
Curry, LeBron.
You set yourself up to go out in the Western
Edwards.
Conference Finals.
We all agreed.
Congratulations.
SGA.
Sixth man.
So that's how I see it. Give me the Nuggets. Yep.
Parlay time.
Parlay.
Time. 2 hours and 3 minutes.
Hell of a show.
Enjoying Vegas there. What do you think, Chris?
Roof's already missed his flight.
The roof is on fire.
You're
Yeah,
muted.
he's muted.
Sorry,
he hasn't been the same since the Mariners game.
Yeah, I have not.
Who?
I haven't missed my flight yet. So
Who?
we'll see. Let's see here. Parlay, I'm gonna go with
Parlay.
let's go with the over in the Cardinals Brewers. Let's go with the White Sox. And let's get the keys. Let's go to the House of Disappointment.
Costi.
Chicken Nuggets money line. Joe Ryan and the Minnesota Twins. And the third one, Washington Nationals should pay pretty juicy.
That's not going to pay at all. Jay?
They will. When it pays juicy.
I'm placing this parlay as soon as I touch down today. Dodgers, money line. This is where we're starting. Rangers, money line. They're beating the Rockies. We're going to go. So them two. We're going to go Pacers, money line. They're for sure winning the game. 3. And then the last one, plus money dog. Make it make sense, bro. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Literally, please. Give me the Canucks money line, bro. God damn. Like, you gonna give me the Canucks plus money line again, bro? We just no. We know what it is with Edmonton, fam. We know what it is, bro. We already know.
So you're laying 100 to win 60?
The Canucks are
You're laying
Dogs.
1,000 to win
yeah, the
600.
Canucks are
They're dogs.
Yeah, they're almost even money. They're not getting he just laid 3 minus 200s basically. Plus, and then a plus 108.
Oh, that's what he does.
That-
Riding
that's,
hype train.
that's how you parlay, though. You're trying to
No,
parlay.
no, you don't. This is how you parlay.
That's how you parlay. bro.
You take the Padres. You put them with the new logo, old logo, new logo, minus the goal and a half. You throw that with the Canucks, and that's how you parlay.
I just gave y'all a winner, bro. The Rangers were not losing to the Rockies. The Dodgers was not losing.
Yes,
to the
they
Padres.
are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
They're punks. They're gonna lose. You watch. Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
We'll go ahead on that one.
We'll throw it.
Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Make it a winning day. Jay, have a safe flight. Chris, have a safe flight. We're changing positions tomorrow. I don't know what the hell is going on anymore. Woohoo! Make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you. Great show. I really enjoyed it. Love the banter, the arguing. Believe me, we're not really arguing, whatever. We're just sports arguing, like bar arguing. You get butt hurt for about 10 seconds, and that's about it. Tatum sucks. So have a good one.
Better than Edwards.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Not a shot. No.